Greetings, everyone. It's your man, Air Jordan 14, back with a new episode of SneakerShopTalk. And what I'm going to talk about today is going to be a little different. It's going to kind of do a little personal sharing. I know a lot of people have somewhat went into it on previous videos. Why I got into sneakers and whatnot, and what got me started and all that. So I thought I would, on this episode, kind of share that, talk about that a little bit, and kind of give you a little insight into me as a sneaker connoisseur. But I guess it started back in like 97, 98. I was in high school at the time, and I saw the original Air Bacons, the black and the blue ones with the gray laces, and that was the first time, or the second time, I saw a shoe, and I was like, I have to have that shoe. I never really wanted a shoe like that. Shoes had never been that big of a deal to me, but I saw that shoe, and I really wanted it. And part of the reason is I'm going to kind of date myself, and those of you who are around my age or old school cats will know that back in the day, you got two pair of shoes. You got shoes at the beginning of the year, you got some at Christmas. And then the ones at the beginning of the year became your play shoes. Your school shoes. You didn't wear your play shoes to school, and you didn't play in your school shoes. And that was all you had. And so them two pair had to get you through the year. And it really just started, one of the reasons it started was just wanting to have more than one pair of shoes to wear to school. That was a big deal. And I remember that Nike, they used to put ads back in like regular magazines. You'd see, for instance, I think a lot of people remember the one where the phone positive sitting like this, and there's like a phone number or something underneath. Anyway, they did one like that for the Bacon, and I cut it out, and I just had it pretty much almost carried it wherever I went. Well, anyway, I eventually ended up getting the shoes. Finally got them, and that was like a huge, huge deal for me. I remember I was so excited. I was really happy about finally having this shoe. And, actually having multiple pair of shoes to wear to school. It was awesome to me, and I really loved those shoes. Unfortunately, I ended up having to send them back when the air sole unit cracked when I was playing ball in them. Anyway, fast forward, I guess, to 99, where I started working, got a job, so I could get the new Jordans at the time, which ultimately were these, the Air Jordan 14s, and I'd actually even stopped going to basketball tryouts so I could work and get enough money to get the shoes. It's funny because I probably would have made the team that year. Again, but that's another story. So anyway, I got them, and I'll never forget, it was pretty much like my whole little first check from that job. I saved and everything. Well, I didn't save. I just went up to the store, and this is how much the sneaker culture has changed. I walked in. It was probably about 5 o'clock that afternoon. It was later in the day. Walked right in, had my size, bought a little t-shirt. I shouldn't say little, but bought a Jordan t-shirt, which is around here somewhere. I still own it. And, everything came to $162 even. Paid for it and walked out with my shoes and my shirt, and couldn't tell me anything once I had these. And I love these shoes. I wore them. I played in them. Matter of fact, I played in them. I don't know if you could see this, but I walked completely all of this off. All this, it was down to the phylon, was how much I wore these. And it just kind of snowballed from there. It was like I wanted more shoes. I started to really like them and understand them and whatnot. And at the time, you could get shoes a lot easier and a lot cheaper. And then with the job I had at a sneaker spot at the time, I was able to get them for below retail. And so I started to, collect shoes and put together a collection. And then in subsequent years, there was a thing to come about called eBay, which allowed some of us who missed out, but to get not only sneakers but other things that we might otherwise not have access to. So through those channels, I was able to acquire different shoes and whatnot. I put together a pretty decent collection, and up until probably about 2005, because those are from old. It was pretty easy to get stuff back then. It wasn't. I keep saying back then like it was 20, 30 years ago, but up until 5, 6 years ago, for the most part, you didn't have a problem getting anything that you wanted. But about 2005, 2006, some things started to change, and I'm gonna speak just from a perspective that I was around, and some of it was ridiculous, stupid practices by stores and shop owners around here. Just wanting, if you want these shoes, you got to buy a T-shirt, or you got to buy this or that, or whatever, just to get the shoes and all this nonsense. And it just got to be a real hassle to buy shoes. So I retired 2005, well, probably 2006, maybe 2005, 2006, and I kind of just backed away from it totally. I knew certain things were coming out here and there, but it wasn't anything that I was into, it's like I was before. In 2010, one of the jobs that I have now deals with that, and then one of my friends kind of talked me into getting back into it, so shouts out to Pat for that. And so I kind of got back in a little hesitantly, and bought some things here and there, and the passion started to return, and that was later that same year. That's when I started doing the performance reviews up here on the YouTube channel, and kind of have somewhat gotten back into things as far as being into the world of sneakers. So hopefully, if everything goes well, I'd like to make a career at some level dealing with them, because I do love the sneaker culture, shoes themselves, the performance aspect, just all aspects of. So I'm back into it, here to stay for the long haul. So that's kind of my sneaker history. I know some people had asked about it, so I thought I'd devote an episode, at least one episode, Sneaker Shop Talk, to kind of give them a little insight on me. Because that question had come up, so I was, just glad to share it, because I know a lot of people, all of us, we got into sneakers for one reason or another. We all have, stories, so I just thought I would share mine. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and end this particular episode of Sneaker Shop Talk. Be sure to head over to the YouTube, not YouTube, but the Facebook fan page, and I think it's Air Jordan 14 sneaker reviews, where I put some of the performance reviews here from the YouTube channel. Also, the WePay campaign is still ongoing. I finally got the domain name, and I'm in the process right now of putting together the website and everything. So I wonder if you head over there. You can check out an older video. I may be doing another one to update that. So stay tuned for that. We're working on that. Also, like I said, follow me on Twitter, Full Size Run, and on Instagram. I'll have all the information for those outlets down in the info section. So just appreciate again everyone for watching and supporting the videos. Also, before I go, much respect, much positivity. I want to send out to everyone who was affected by the hurricanes and the tropical depression up in the Northeast. So you're definitely in our thoughts, and hopefully everyone, for the most part, can come through that stronger and better than ever. This is your man Air Jordan 14 signing out. Peace.